Hello everyone, and welcome back to the stream. So been a bit. Now, okay. I did not use the burst this time. Some progress. Before we continue with the story, I want to do a try out a feature here that I really didn't get to try when it came out because I decided to do it on stream, but then I stopped streaming. So here we go. I want to try out the TCG. All I really know is that you pick 3 characters, including mobs, to make up your party. And the cards you can use depends on the energy you have, which is when you roll those dice to the side. I don't remember if you have 6 six-sided dice or 8 octahedrons. And that's about all I know. So I'm gonna finally learn how the TCG works.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and
I even
Sucrose
missed
the
out on like
Alchemist.
2 or 3
It's been a
events
while,
because of
hasn't
this.
it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter
You
how
want
much
to
more
buy it?
you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're
Of
not
course
here
I
for that
miss.
research
I miss
project
Primo
told you about
Gems.
last time.
Fur from the cat's tail stuff?
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail?
Oh, I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret,
Are we gonna talk
we're
about
here
that
to learn
later?
more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Yes, tell me about this Genius Invocation TCG.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play.
I like the
So
little
I thought,
soundtrack in the
why
background.
not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers? Speaking of which, I believe you've already met.
Met who?
You know Prince. This is the Cat's Tail after all.
Prince.
So I thought having a cat take care of our new customers would be quite a nice touch.
Can Prince do this? Hello, Prince.
Allow me to interpret.
Ah, we have an
Prince says that
interpreter.
The word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
He said all that was just
My
Meow.
mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
okay. Shame.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player
Oh,
of
Prince
all,
is a
capable of
strong
providing
TCG
valuable
player.
Guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Okay.
Wow, another guy who can understand animals.
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince. Oh? What's that? Shu Yen. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake.
He's singing a shirt a lot with just one meow.
Understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat.
Or just have a very good imagination,
imagination, to the
you know?
language center of his brain?
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
I know, right? That's what I was saying. That is pretty weird.
It was the duels of Genius Invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond. It's understandable that ordinary people such as yourselves are unable to comprehend such a thing.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
I'm not sure about the telepathic part. I can see the bond part, but not the telepathic part.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more
That's true,
myself,
trust
it's time
Prince.
for my daily walk.
So that Shun
I'll
can
let Prince
interpret
play a
it.
game with you and walk you through
Interpret
all
it.
the rules.
Yes.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself. And I must
Therefore, who am I gonna go up against?
That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm
Ooh.
sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them.
Oh my
I will
god.
never play another match of my own again.
Right. Prince Spa probably can't hold the cards.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Diona. I always thought it was
Blah, blah,
Diona.
blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Huh. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight?
I can see what you mean, but at the same
Games
time,
and
like,
drinks don't mix. Don't they get that?
sometimes
What
they
can I
do.
say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink.
Bing, 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 bing.
You know, if drinks
And
sales keep
that's
going up
exactly
like this,
why.
pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights.
And that's the point.
Huh. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you.
He's a
in this
good
endeavor.
talker.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then.
Sure, why
Our
not?
two customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shu Yan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay, good job, Margaret.
Okay.
Reel him in.
Right. We'll need some space to learn.
Oh, look.
Let's go to the
We have an empty
over there.
table right at the end. How convenient. Oh. Come on, we're indoors. Right?
Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
We're just learning. We have no deck.
Yes, you should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game.
We're learning it right now.
What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
Do we? Do we have some cards? I'm curious to see.
that's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think.
Okay, at least 2 characters,
To learn
not
the game,
3.
you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use
How convenient.
those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days, and he still hasn't come back to claim them.
And
Who
about your
knows?
question,
Maybe he
Tulu,
left them here on
not
purpose.
Genius Invocation
Oh,
CCG.
okay, yeah, I got them here
I just
originally.
learned that exists.
You know,
Other card
just in
games,
case the
sure.
customer came looking for them. Yeah. Not because I like to play the game or anything.
Of course not.
Please.
Alright, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
No, no.
So,
Oh,
are you ready to
okay,
start?
now, you know what? I'm gonna shut up. Diona knows what we need.
Alright, then let's begin.
Of course. Pokemon, Magic,
Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation.
One Piece.
TCG.
and other trading card games, you know?
Simply put, this is a
A
game where you
Hilichurl
control
and
character
a
cards to duke it out with your
Mythochurl.
opponent. Pew pew pew.
I like the pew pew part.
Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Nah, I'm gonna pick Kaya. And yet, fine. Let's go with D-Look.
First,
So,
you roll
8.
elemental dice at the start
So
of every
8
round.
octahedrons.
These dice correspond to elemental
Ooh.
energy. We'll be spending
I feel
these
like
dice
these
to
are
perform actions.
Pre-program roll. Confirm. Oh, I can re-roll some dices. Okay, fine. Fine. Action phase.
Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions.
Mm-hmm. That
Of
far I
course,
know.
the most common action is to use character skills.
Ooh. So his skill, elemental skill, basic attack, and elemental skill. 3 reds, and I think that's 1 red and 2 of any, I'm guessing. Yeah. Will cost 3 pyro dice. After select the skill, you select the elemental dice that must be spent. Can do 3 damage for the third use of the. Deal 3 damage for the third use of this skill each round. Deals 2 extra damage. Wait, how can you do 3 times in a round unless a turn is not a round? Yeah, that's probably it. Using Searing Onslaught. Use skill. Opponent's turn.
Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack.
Okay.
And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again.
Wait. Oh, because we have those. Yeah, those special dice. Yeah. You really don't need to do this, though. A base attack would have been
Now,
enough.
These are element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental
I still
type.
don't know how we can do the skill 3 times in one round.
So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on. That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam!
Bam! I am enjoying onomatopoeias.
But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all
Yeah,
opponents
we need
to
to
win.
defeat the Metatron. Metatron.
As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice. In that case, let's end this round.
Yeah, see, the
After you
round
end
ends.
round, you won't be able to do anything else this round.
But the skill costs 3 dice. How can I do the skill 3 times with 8 dice?
And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round.
Maybe some action card, something. Whee! Okay. And round. Round.
All right, here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new
Woohoo!
round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need, after all.
By the way, how are the sounds? Both the game and my sounds. Are they good?
Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able to use
Both
the
of them?
skill now. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and reroll
Okay, that's great.
them.
So basically, yeah, everything but the pyro one. Awesome. Okay.
When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn
Ah,
first.
I see. That's the benefit of ending the round first.
This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy.
Yeah, I see them. Diluc needs 3, and Kai only needs 2.
Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short. Never mind. Let's start with a normal attack instead.
Really, a normal attack.
Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other
Yep.
dice of any
2
type.
any.
In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental
Mhm.
skill.
Just like elemental skills, normal attacks. Oh, okay, normal attacks also grant energy. Ooh.
Now we have 3 energy plus. We have enough pyro elemental dice
And
left
that's why
over.
we did a normal attack, because we need 4 pyro.
It's time to use your powerful elemental burst.
It deals 8 damage. This character gains Pyro Infusion. Fire Infusion. The character to which this be attached had their physical damage dealt converted to Pyro. I'm not sure when that will come into play, but sure. And 8 is a lot of damage. That's... Oh hey, an achievement. To the next battle. Switching characters and elemental reactions.
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage. Oh, it seems like any move by Kaya is gonna cost quite a lot of cryo dice.
And we're keeping the pyro dice. Okay. So, same thing. The cost is the same, I see. Just do 3 damage. Okay.
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Dodge this!
So then we're gonna cause melt.
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro
So
skill
is
on
it
them.
gonna still
Looks
deal
like we
double
have to
damage?
switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have one active character, while others are considered standby characters.
Hmm. Yeah, I noticed that.
Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have
Yeah.
to switch them to the active
Is
character.
there any cost? Or
In this
takes
case,
a
we'll have to
turn
switch
or
to
something?
D-Luke in order to use his skills.
Do it?
You can spend one elemental die of
There
any
it is.
kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
So one die, switch character, and it then goes to the
Switching
opponent.
characters
Got it.
is an action, just like
So it costs
using
a turn
skill.
and 1
So
die.
once it's done, it's your opponent's turn.
And now we're using the
Most skills
skill.
can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke. Alright then.
That can
now
also
that
help
D-Luke is our
you
active character,
have your
it's time
character
to use
survive a
his
little
skill.
longer. Yeah. Do 3 pyro damage to turn. Wait, it's just dealing 5.
Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the melt elemental reaction. When triggered, melt increases damage
Increased
dealt
damage by 2.
2.
That's what happens.
This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go.
Instead of being overpowered,
Genius
like
Invocation's
double
elemental
damage.
reaction system is pretty cool, huh?
It adds 2 to the damage. Okay. Action cards. Okay, now we're adding action cards into the mix.
All right. Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each
Of
time
course,
a match starts,
it would be
you have to draw
way
5
too strong
action cards to
with
form
an
your
effect,
starting hand.
since then they have so little health. Start with 5 action cards. They each cost 2 dice. And we have no pyro or cryo.
Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack.
Yeah, let's reroll everything. And we still got nothing.
Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use.
Uh-huh.
Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example.
Fan hand.
So playing
The
this
white
action
iron
card
greatsword.
will require
The
two
character
of these.
deals.
See the symbol? Yeah. That means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type.
Those white just neutral. So the character's 1 damage plus 1 damage. Only Playmore characters can equip this.
Some other cards will cost you these instead.
Yeah, the
Cost
black
requirements
dice,
for
like
these
Paimon.
are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice.
Wait, what? If that one's any dice, then what's the white one?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now,
What?
just play this action card.
Okay. Convert the elemental dice spent to Omni element. Times 2.
So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast
Ah,
actions do not
okay.
end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out. But wait, D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1.
That's where the Paimon card's gonna come in.
Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning.
Elemental tuning.
By discarding 1 card from your
Oh.
hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character.
Oh.
And this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it for elemental
None of
tuning.
these 3. Yep. Any of them?
Sometimes you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh
Mhm.
well. Moving on. Ingenious Invocation TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning.
Okay.
Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use elemental...
Oops. Okay.
Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught. Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped.
Yeah, it's
Searing
gonna do 4
Onslaught
damage
will
instead
deal
of 3.
1 extra damage! What?
What? Gotta like Diona's reactions. The final test. Ooh.
Now comes the final part. Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards.
Okay, you mulligan. Like Sweet Madame and Favonius Cathedral. Why? Heal your active character for 2 HP. Can use 2 times. Sweet Madame, heal the target character for 1 HP. Costs nothing. Okay. Yes, sir. Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time.
Oh, it's white.
This one's a real doozy.
It's white. Does that mean that both dice have to be of the same element, while the black one can be of any 2 dice? Is that what that means?
Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Yeah. Okay, so when the character uses a squill. When the character uses a skill or equips a talent, spends 1 less cryo dice. Okay. Once per round, and 1 less pyro. Okay, that's cool. A sword and a claymore. Okay.
This will be interesting.
Not great, but
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one
Yeah.
last trick, free of charge.
I also want to understand the Paimon card.
You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent.
That doesn't sound right. Like, their intent.
Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions.
You
for
do
this
true
round.
physical damage.
All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own.
Okay. Now, what does this do? Convert elements of dice spent to Omni element. Wait. Back. Omni element can be considered as any kind of element and can be used to pay for. There we go. You may use of any type. You may use elements of dice that match the number and element feature here to pay this. And Omni dice can. Yeah, matching element. Like I was saying. So. So 4. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And now we have. So we can do 2 of these attacks. Deal 8 damage.
Cool it.
Right? No? Oh, because only once per turn. That's right. So since we can't attack, might as well start equipping. Okay, let's just ignore that. Yeah. How do I? really do much from here. Guess I can just... Yeah, I don't really know how can I mod that stuff right now. Okay. Yeah, the sword's gonna be the tougher cost because they have to be the same. And we're ending the round.
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot.
Yeah?
Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile.
Welcome back, Wolf.
Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Okay, just... I won reroll the fire ones. I should have rerolled the fire ones. Oh. Okay, I want to check something here. Can equip a max of 1 artifact. Okay. So we can do 1 attack and then convert 1 to do another attack. Okay. Yeah. We got it.
Dodge this!
Yeah, I'm curious. No. I'm curious to see this card in action, so. Mental tuning. Sure. But, Ah. Now we can. Ooh. We can use a special. Deals 2 cryo, creates 1 icicle. After you switch. Which characters do 2 damage? Okay. Interesting. But I can just finish with this, but...
Cool it!
And I did not get to see the cathedral in effect. Okay. I think we're getting the hang of things. Gene's Evocation is a tightly paced, heart-stopping tabletop card dueling game. Utilize your deck by constructing them around the character and action card and you go toe-to-toe with various opponents. Yeah, row 8 side. Yeah, we already saw all this. Use skill, switch characters, play cards, elemental tuning, declare a round end.
All right, cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that? What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players.
An adventure
Genius
challenge.
Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then
Okay.
you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
I mean, I don't know if every
That
elemental
was
reaction is the
quite
same effect.
detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
What? Oh, when did you get? Just copying Diona. Nah, no, not at all.
You snuck in without making a sound.
Oh, he is the Dark Knight after all.
What are you doing here?
I mean, what? I didn't say
The
anything.
Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
What, the D-Loop card?
This card? It's D-Luke's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
Seeing yourself as a
customer
card,
left
you
it
know?
behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here
I
before.
feel like that's complete opposite of Kaya, huh?
Eye patch, you say?
Yeah. You know, that can't be Kaya. The whole description is completely opposite of him, you know? There's no doubt about it.
I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the D-Luke character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect D-Luke to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share.
Oh, you play with the customers. That's cool. Like, the game has been catching on lately. Like, maybe a year ago or something like that. You up for a game now?
I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the Cat's Tail is very intriguing.
I don't know what
It's
you're talking
getting
about.
late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll
What?
have to have that duel another time.
I'm curious what explain he's gonna have to do. Sure, I look forward to it.
Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you.
Oh my god.
Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright.
Don't let the door hit you where the Lord Barbados split you.
With the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Okay.
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun. But in order to play an official duel,
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, we would need not only
remember,
one
a
deck, but
complete
2
deck
decks
has to
now.
have 3 character cards and 30 action
30
cards.
action cards.
Got it?
Okay.
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And
Wait,
I
you had
didn't know
enough
what
for a
they were
deck?
for at first.
For 2 decks
But
even?
now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card.
Oh,
Now,
you had your
Looks
character
like we
here.
each have the Kaya, D-Luke, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel?
Okay, so we're
Alright,
gonna have a duel
let's
with the
duel.
same deck. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I don't need that card. When action phase begins, create Omni elements ×2. Okay, just create more. The next time you use a skill, switch your next character in to be the active character. Okay. But It costs 1 dice to do this. Oh, I guess it wouldn't cost a turn to do this. Master of Weaponry. Shift 1 weapon. Card that has been equipped to one of your characters to another one of your characters of the same weapon type. We don't have two of the same character weapon type, so this, and this are gonna go back to the deck.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true tests of strength between two players. In a duel, your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions, so you'll be unable to view their intent.
Yeah, there we go. We can't view their intent.
Are you ready? It's time for some
What? I haven't lost yet. Only playable if one of your characters is defeated this round. Create Omni Elements 1 and your current active character gain 1 energy. Okay. And star signs. Your current character gains 1 energy. Okay, considering I have this, I feel like we should start with Diluc.
Let's finish this swiftly.
And of course, she's starting with Sucrose. And of course, we start with no pyro. There we go. Some pyro. So... Ooh, the thing is that this has to be 3 of the same element. Ooh, I did not realize this. Okay. So 3 pyro. So 2, then 3. Wait, so... Okay, we can do a basic and then a skill. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. Oh, I see why it didn't want me to use a cryo one. Sure. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I can use anything, right? Equipping a claymore to...
Animal test 6308.
Oh, it switched my character. Oh. Okay, that really messed things up. But I can do a swirl. Cost 3 dice. I can totally do it. And then deals 1 damage, but they're all gonna take 1 damage. So not as much damage. Oh, it's gonna be 3 damage, but if I use Diluc, it's gonna be 3 damage. And what about the special? Deals 1 animal damage, summons 1 large spirit. And phase deals 2 animal damage. Triggers a swirl, converts out. We can try doing that. Sure, we can try to play around with this. Ooh, they end their turn. Okay. Next time you use a skill. Sure. We have one left, so might as well add it. They already ended the round anyway, so. Okay, so animal. Okay, these four I gotta reroll because now I know I might need any of these. A lot of wind. Oh, gonna cost and switch my character. What? Hold up. Deals 3 damage to the target. Is forcibly switched to the previous character. Oh, so switching previous character, not the character I was using before, but the character to the left. I see. So I do have 1 ice. But I would need 3 for that. Shoo. Okay. Oh, actually, I can do some. I'm into tuning with this fire one. And turn ice, so I can use my skill, and then I switch back. I really wish I could know what elemental dice they had to give a better idea, but I guess we can't now.
Cool it.
And wait, where did that? What? I'm very confused. So that skill I had, that event I had, did it leave or did it come into play that switched my character? And they already ended the round. Okay. This actually requires a whole lot. Holy. Okay. Three damage each.
Animal test 6308.
9 damage. Now that's what we're talking about.
Gotcha. Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
Okay. Got no one down. And okay, what are these cards? Three I'm gonna spin. Couple more animal.
Freeze.
Ow. Okay, we can use our special. Cool. Right? Oh, yeah. Okay, but what are these? Shift 1 energy from at most 2 of your characters on standby to your active. Ooh, okay. And this, when you perform a switch character, spend 1 less elemental energy. Once per round. Okay, so this can keep it active, so I can keep switching characters without... Okay, I think we can start by... Wait. Yeah, leave this on the field.
Swirl, Mark 2.
I don't... Wow, they ended their turn already. Okay. So... Ideally, we want to switch character. But... Do I have enough to use... I do have enough to use a skill. I don't have enough to use cards here, but I do have enough for a skill.
This will be interesting.
Use skill.
Dodge this.
And this is one end phase. Okay. Good, good. And I can give them 1 energy, but they're already full, so I can switch characters if I want. He has 3 more set. But yeah, that's basically all I can do here. So let's switch character just
Let's go.
to have it ready for the next round. Can't give him 2 energy though. Oh no, spend 1 energy from 2 of your characters. Okay, so if Sucrose and Kaya had 1 energy, it's gonna go to him, I think. I think that's what that means. So... yeah.
This doesn't look good.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
And now we need Pyro. Oh, we don't really need to switch out, so let's reroll these. And we got... okay, we got a couple more to work with. That's fine. So... his attack's gonna cost 2, then 4. Okay, we can do that. Right? Yeah. Let's just use this sweet madame to make sure that they can survive. Oh, I forgot about the elemental reaction. There we go.
There can be no excuse for defeat.
And Kaya took no damage.
can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought.
Okay.
Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there was only a way to transplant the arms of the two standby characters onto the active character's body.
Sucrose, don't even think about that.
Work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing is looked down on in TCG circles.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. I just can't stand losing. But it was a fun match.
I mean, it wasn't really a close call, so I guess I gotta say that she went easy on me.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
Right?
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an alchemy genius like Albedo around to compare myself to.
I mean,
You lost me
Kinda-
alchemy and experiments.
kinda
But
hard
I'm
when you
pretty
have
sure it's normal to feel
Albedo
that
around
way.
with you.
Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to improve your
And then you
strategy
keep
and build a
going
better
more and more in the red, and you never make
Seizing
yourself
victories
out
through
of
a
that
winning
hole.
combination of luck, skill, and experience is where all the fun of genius invocation lies.
But what if you keep trying and never win a single game?
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down. But it's way better to keep trying until you win than to just accept you're a plain old loser and give up.
You make a good point, Diona.
Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level. You played well this last match.
It was a brilliant game.
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed to lose, that's all. But Genius Invocation TCG is a really fun game.
Good. Having fun.
And
is the
now
main
I'm
thing.
able to
If you
explore
wanna
this
play again in the
game
future,
off stream.
Feel free to come by
Finally.
the Cat's Tail. But don't expect me to play with you. I just mean, this place probably has the right atmosphere.
I'll definitely be back.
All right. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shian's likely been busy making his tavern more popular with his delicious cocktails. Pui, pui, pui. And we can't have that. Huh. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more help, go bother Shian.
Go bother the other guy. Okay. Oh. I guess we're not done yet. No.
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of Genius Invocation TCG.
Yep.
That's right. The Travelers, Sucrose, and Paimon are TCG players now.
Wait. Paimon? I didn't notice you playing any matches.
Paimon picked it up from watching you and Sucrose.
I mean, I feel like you should play as well
Becoming
to
a
consider
TCG
yourself a
Is
player.
not as simple as that. You cannot call yourselves true TCG players until you have passed the test. Oh, sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society,
What
you have
test?
to pass the test.
What does it entail? Leading a signature within a deck of cards.
It's just a tabletop card game. I'm not sure how you would plan on achieving something like that. Basically,
try.
to become an official and recognized TCG player, you have to best 3 opponents in a duel.
Okay.
So, you have to win 3 duels against 3 different opponents?
The duel you just played can count towards this tally. I agree.
I mean, for me, not
Although I
Sucrose,
didn't
because
get
she
to
lost.
observe the match myself, I did listen along, and from what I could hear, you both performed at a rather high level.
can hear what Prince says?
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become a TCG master.
Really? Hearing is a
Back to
good
the
skill for a
matter at
TCG
hand.
master.
The Traveler only needs to beat 2 more opponents to become an official TCG player. Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure you that winning 3 games is well within your
I wonder
ability.
if it's like
But
if
first
you
things
lose the
first,
game,
Julian.
is this
Before that,
conversation's
our
all
TCG
different, or do you
newcomers
have to
should
keep
receive their
doing
free
the
gift.
battle?
Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TCG is entitled to claim a free casket of tomes.
A casket of tomes?
Oh,
Is that like a
Tanae's
card
mentioned it,
pack?
didn't he? It was from the light novels he's been reading. The thing that the main character found in his attic.
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient TCG player.
Oh, that's right.
Right?
The Yummy Yugi
So the
reference.
casket of tomes is actually real?
Well, actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called caskets of tomes. Not only do they provide a reliable and
casket
sturdy
of tomes
container to
just where
store your
you
decks,
store your
they can
cards.
also sense when other people in the area are also carrying a casket of tomes with them.
Oh, Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next. The reason they can sense each other is because they have the souls of ancient TCG
What?
players
Paimon,
inside.
no.
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence of playing card games.
Yeah.
The
Not that
real
many
reason that
people
it can
were
sense
sent to
other
the Shadow
caskets
Realm,
is because it
Paimon.
holds a nifty little mechanism invented by Sumeru's scholars.
Darn, what a letdown.
Welcome back, Dylan. Cool, a TCG friend finder.
Alright, now let's see this casket of tomes already.
All caskets of tomes are issued by Margaret, so you will need to see her to claim yours.
Okay.
Probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out, knowing how eager we both are to promote the game, we'd probably have dished them all out by now. Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your casket of tomes, use it to find another player, beat them in a duel, and then come back here.
But even for the Traveler, that's only 2 wins in total. What about the last one?
I thought he meant like win
I shall
shoot
choose
more match.
the final contestant he
Oh.
must beat in order to become an official TCG player.
You know what? I
For it
should learn
must
to be
one
quiet.
of comparable prowess. Excellent plan, Prince. Happy dueling, both of you.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna look for Margaret. I thought we were freed from the quest, but I guess we still have a little more.
Hello, you 3. Has little Diona finished teaching you the rules of Genius Invocation?
You sure has.
I see you're here for your casket of tomes, aren't you?
I
A
did not
very
say
useful
anything
tool
yet.
Indeed.
Oh, okay.
So this is a casket of tomes.
That's what it looks
That's
like.
right. A purpose-built case for your card deck that can even detect when someone else nearby is carrying one. Gosh, whoever invented this must have seriously disliked being alone.
Yeah, well, even the most fun game is pretty lonely if you got no one else to play it with.
Especially if it's a
True.
game you play
So I'm glad
as a
that these
pair,
customers,
you know, not a single player game.
TCG players are able to congregate at the Cat's Tail.
Can't be bad for business, them all going there.
You're not wrong, but that's secondary.
Is
The
it?
important thing to me
Is
is
it?
an opportunity for like-minded people to come together and enjoy their favorite hobby. It creates a nice atmosphere. Anyway, now that you have your caskets of tomes, it's time to find some opponents.
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Let's meet back at the Cat's Tail in a while.
Trust in your hearts. The heart of the cards
Thanks.
will win
I'll
this.
do my best.
Good luck. You can edit your deck using a casket of tomes and also search for characters nearby who also possess it. Identify a challenge. Simply open the deck menu using the casket before selecting a deck to edit. Okay, I mean, before we do that, let me... Oh my god. Zulu.
Our bond is strong.
There we go. Okay. Now let's... No. That's not what I meant. Oh. Okay. I'll luck when I reach other levels. Can I... You need to select... You said appropriate characters in action. Mm-hmm. 3 valid cards. After choosing card, press select or remove. I'm not really gonna go into too much detail here, but... Oh, that's all the characters I have. Okay. Then never mind. Guess we're gonna go with this deck then. This. Where all adventures begin. And I thought I could equip that.
Nearby. That way. Let's go see.
There we go.
Aha! It's you!
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the two of you with?
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players! But we have to pass the test first, so we need to beat 3 players in a duel. Our casket of tomes led us to you.
Oh, I see. Unfortunately, I'm on duty right now.
I cannot even read this one. When it comes to your attention that a citizen of Mondstadt is in need, you must come to their aid promptly and willingly. Oh my god, that is so hard to read. Either way, but it's time to duel!
I see you're serious about this. Very well. As a fellow TCG player, I cannot refuse an earnest invitation to duel. So be it. Then let the duel begin.
Let the duel begin. Okay. I guess we're doing this. I don't need... What is this for? Choose one summon on the opponent's side and cause it to lose 2 usage. Okay, so... This. Okay. The next time you perform switch character, spend 1 less. Okay, that's good. Good. Okay, so 3, 5. Ooh. I would need almost a perfect hand for what I am thinking here. So let's just...
Let's finish
with
this swiftly.
And of course I get a bunch of ice. I should have gone with Kaya. Okay. Oh my god. It should have gone with Aya. Okay. I guess we're gonna take a turn to switch characters for free.
Ready when you are.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Okay, I see you. You can hide. Okay, actually, I think I'm gonna use this. And then with this, I can do only one of these, so.
Dodge this!
Yeah. Okay. And I guess I'll just equip on Sucrose because I can. And I'll end my turn. Yeah, he's gonna shoot and then go back. Oh. Okay. What is that last one? Zero card one. Okay, I need some animal. Or just a bunch more Kaya. Okay, what is this? Leave it to me. The next time you perform switch character, this switch will be considered fast action. Perfect. That is exactly what I was wanting. Except, I'm gonna attack first, so... Let's get rid of this guy. That hurts a little, but... I don't remember what I had, but I'm not gonna use D-Look.
I can do it.
And if I do this... Oh yeah, much better. And it swirls, so it passes it along. Kind of ironic that I started this with D-Look, and I end up not using him at all.
Stand clear.
Good thing I had those cards to help me switch characters. Like one, it made it not cost anything. The other made it so I can switch it fast.
Gosh, I lost. You're remarkably good at this, considering how new to the game you are. Let's play again when you have some time. But ideally, not when I'm on duty.
Ideally.
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt.
Okay. Our last match, and then we're free.
Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestant.
Is it gonna be Prince himself? Is it gonna be Diona?
I sensed that he had what it took to become an official TCG player, but he has returned to the tavern more quickly
somebody
than I had
else.
expected. Defeat the opponent I have arranged for you, and you shall become an official TCG player. I look forward to watching this game immensely.
And
Not
who
just
it is.
Prince. I can't wait either. Come, your opponent is waiting for you in one of the private rooms.
Ooh, a private room.
To them, whoever it is, right, Traveler?
Naturally.
What ho, fellow voyager of the stellar void.
Oh.
Even I was briefly discountenanced when I heard the tidings of your sworn oath to
Official.
become the thrice victorious. But so be it. You who are enslaved by dueling desire, be released from your shackles into
That
the
voice
arena
and
of
those
matrimonial
lines.
combat. Step forth, O brave challenger. Your princessin grants you an audience. Hearken well. The wretched clock chimes yet again, as the declining light of the day grows dimmer still.
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Main Fräulein could
And
afford to
Oz,
be a
of
little
course.
impatient.
Paimon knows those voices.
Your opponent sounds anxious to begin. Do not delay.
Now I'm
That's
just
what Prince
thinking,
said.
was Fisher just
Please
waiting
enter
that
and
room
enjoy
for
your
however
genius
long it would
invocation
take for me to
TCG
defeat
duel.
somebody else? So if I weren't to fight the other person today, they would just be waiting as a day in there. Hello.
Paimon knew it! It's Fischl and Oz!
Who else but the Princessin? For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, only when the wisest of heroes is summoned can the Master of Cards hope to be crowned the champion. This path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution, for eternal doom and damnation are but one wrong step away at any given moment. That is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the Princessin, whose Aug de Verurtelung des großen Kaleido-Phantasmus has witnessed 10,000 battles
Sure,
across
that
3,000
name.
worlds.
Oh, is that
Oh my god, their faces.
Indeed. Main Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has gained a solid grasp of the rules. Even in a duel between
So
beginners,
she watched
it's
games,
best
but
that
haven't
both
really played them.
participants are well versed in them.
Oh, that's true.
She's still a beginner. Yeah, when you say you watched many games,
Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair us with someone of a similar skill level. Guess that means Fischl hasn't been playing that long either.
The Princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles. Thus, with speed and brilliance paralleled by lightning alone, do I now arrive here at the gateway to yonder circle of secrets.
Main Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far, and is therefore one step away from becoming an official TCG player.
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the Traveler is gonna come out of this
Ooh,
duel
okay.
as an official TCG player.
so
Indeed.
the other one's gonna have to
The
fight somebody
Princessin
else.
herself heeds the call of fate and descends to this realm from the Immanakreich. Yet still, you dare to doubt the
Ah,
inevitability
yes,
of
the
the inevitable.
Immanakreich.
Your stubborn foolishness is contemptible.
Main Fräulein, I implore you to consider less odious turns of phrase, lest you be forced to feast on your words in the fullness of time.
I shall not lose, Oz. What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an
I
enemy
love
of
these
me,
moments where
the
she
Princessin de
stops
Verurtelung,
this whole talk
and now
and talk
begins to strum
normally.
the strings of fate that shall sound out the traveler's requiem?
Like just
Then
breaking
I say
character for a
it is
moment.
time to see what you are made of.
Official, Bennett, and Kaya. Oh. Wait, this is the electric one. You don't need that. Do a bit early for that. And this. Sucrose, might use that, so sure. Really? I have Sucrose, Diluc, Kaya. Okay. Now, Kaya one seems to be more open-ended because it can be 2 of any dice and allows me to use one last dice to activate him.
Ready when you are.
So 2 ice, good, good. 2 of the same. I'm actually keeping those 2 Geos so that I can equip the weapon. Okay. What is this again? Which spend 1. Okay. That's actually pretty decent. Let's start with equipping. Like the character. Well, this. I'm actually gonna do this. So that I can use one of these to equip the other one. I just don't know who yet, but.
Dodge this!
Okay. He's equipped. And
Reveal thyself.
yeah, that's gonna summon us. Not as much. Okay. I could do this so that I don't need to ever spend. I should have done this, actually. Yeah. Should have done this. Okay. So. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just plan out my next turn.
I want to help.
Dang it, they ended their turn. I was about to end my turn. A little late for this, but... No animal, huh? Don't... Huh? Yeah, no plans for using D-Look just yet. I still kept the Pyro. Okay. Ow. Okay, so 3 of that. And if I do this, I can switch in. Wait, is this a Claymore? Yeah. So 3. Actually, only 2. Three? Okay, actually I'm gonna element tuning this. And then do I do this? Wait, three. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna get D-Look ready for...
Stand clear.
Oh! What? Oh, yeah, I switched her character, forgot, and... I guess I don't get to pick what change into? Hmm. That was not part of the plan. Okay. Okay, hold up. Because now it kind of switches up my whole idea. I'm gonna have to use another turn here. Oh, no, because if I use Melt now, it's 5 damage. Which is quite a lot. But then I won't be able to equip the... This sucks. Yeah. Oh, she ended her turn. Okay. I'm in.
This will be interesting.
Okay. I guess we're ending it here. A water and... Oh, of course. Now that I switch out of D-Look, we have a whole bunch of this. And no cryo, of course. Look at all that pyro. I always switch the worst moments. Yeah, I decide to do something that that's like, yeah, no, I did not agree to that. Okay. Yes.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Could use true skills to eliminate that. I can do this. Get rid of her. I mean, it's the same thing here. Actually, not the same thing. Because if I do this...
This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory.
Yeah, she keeps ending her turn early. And then I can do this. Do 6 damage. So yeah, not the same thing. Yeah, what is that card? I keep getting cards I have not seen yet. I guess 30 cards, so... Okay, I don't... Well... I actually do need repeats. But not too many, so... Do I really need repeats to use that? Oh my god, overload. And he switched. Okay. So with this, I can tell him. What is Blessing of the Divine Relics installation? Shift one artifact weapon that has been equipped to one of your characters to another one of your characters. Wait. But does it have to be the same category, or can I equip another one? Like... I feel like it has to be the same category. So it's kind of useless. No, it has to be ice.
Cool it.
Couldn't break the curse.
What happened? Oz, with lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path.
Main Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
Okay. Okay, they ended the turn, so... I think I can end it here.
Let's finish this swiftly.
So we use a sweet madame. Then we'll elemental tuning. Ooh. I want to use that just cuz, so. Just cuz I can, you know. Just cuz we can.
Time for retribution.
Oh my god. Ooh, I did not even notice that.
Good.
I mean, to be fair, it's a fire attacking a pyro attack a cryo, so.
Impossible! Ugh, the cursed dragon looms near once more, casting its dark shadow on the slender threads of fate, hiding them from my vision. Traveler,
I suppose.
was even this part of your plan?
What a truly ingenious plot, and what an exciting duel to witness.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. That makes you an official TCG player.
Were you spying on me, Sucrose?
Oh, Sucrose, you're back! Does that mean...
Yep. I've won 2 games so far. When I got back, I heard you were in the middle of your final duel.
So she
So
won
I
2
came over to
games
watch.
in the time that
Sucrose won too as
I
well.
won 1
Great.
game and was in the middle of my 2nd game. Okay. That was pretty
It
fast.
seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the stellar void, that your mastery of the cards is second to none.
I like the
To
pause that she
commemorate
gave there.
glorious
Your
ascent to a battlefield
mastery
beyond
of the
this
cards.
lowly mortal realm, I grant thee an incarnation of my majesty.
Oh,
in
hey,
nature.
I'm getting official
As
card.
you
Nice.
embark on this ingenious vocation, may you wield it in battle against all your fated foes, that not a single one of them may be left standing.
Main Fräulein wishes to give you a Main Fräulein character card.
Nice.
Wow, it's Fischl's character card!
I dare not take advantage of the princess's generosity.
'Tis a mere token of such.
To the victor of this splendid duel is a boon of commensurate splendor due.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who has won 2 games so far. Might I also have the honor of joining you in a duel? If you would be willing, of
Now,
course.
does that mean that
Nothing would delight me more.
Fisher's gonna
I hereby
keep
grant
losing
you
her last
permission
game?
to join me in
Or is
performing
Sucrose
the
gonna lose
hallowed
a second
rite of
time?
Genius invocation.
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you if you managed to become an official TCG player.
There's no instant victory cards. Unless we're talking... Well, even Exodia, it's not an instant win card. It's 5 cards that you need for that, so... Hopefully not another test.
Probably not. Oh, Paimon bets it's some kind of prize for making it as an official TCG player.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine.
Look at our
Like,
prize.
prize or like a card pack.
With 3 electro dice, I summon my eternal
Oh my God.
familiar, Osvaldo Hrafnavine,
Hold
to
on.
my side. Heed my invocation!
But, mein Fräulein, I have been by your side all along.
I want to watch this.
I mean in the game, Oz.
Then, I'll use Chaotic Entropy to invoke a large wind spirit that deals increased damage when it carries an element other than Animo. So,
Oh, so be it. One shall not be swayed by such a feeble attack.
The conversation over? Okay, I guess so. I want to watch their game as well, you know? Sucrose watched mine, so why can't I watch hers?
Ah, so it was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Congratulations! You are now officially recognized members of the Genius Invocation TCG community. Very well done. Now, I will explain to you what becoming an official TCG player entails. The first thing all new official TCG players receive is their
The handbook.
TCG Player's Handbook.
Okay.
This handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top-tier TCG player. Make sure
Yeah,
you read it.
yeah.
Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for you to purchase here
Oh,
at the
you
Cat's Tail.
can purchase.
So you see, becoming an official TCG
Is
player
it
is
with
really just the
Mora?
first step.
And if so, it's how
And
expensive
thirdly,
that's gonna be.
whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board there. Whoever you wish to duel against, simply invite them to the tavern for a game.
Invitation board?
Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with
Oh
your
my god,
friends
that is
whenever
an
you want.
adorable image.
That's it, really. If there's anything else you didn't quite understand, you can always come and ask me. Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Oh, sorry, I forgot to translate for you. Prince would like to say, hope you have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
Oh, it was fun. There we go. Now we're free to do it off stream. Visible yet invisible. Find challengers. Yeah. System tutorial. Use the invitation board. Spend lucky coins you earn from TCG to... Okay, so lucky coins is the currency to buy TCG coins. Okay. What? What happened?
Wait,
I'm pretty sure I was leaving, not coming
what's she
in.
doing in the cat's tail? Tabby!
Hey, Tubby. Are you also playing
It's you
TCG?
two.
What are you doing here? Wait, and how did you get out of the Serena teapot?
Right? That's what I want to know first.
Of course I can. Ah, but this is your first time seeing me outside of the teapot realm, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although the Adepti created teapot spirits primarily to manage and maintain their teapot realms, our movements are not restricted to those domains. For instance, there's Jade Seeker, who travels far and wide to gather the rarest
Yeah, I guess the
treasures
merchant
in the
does
land.
appear and disappear.
But it is true that I, in contrast, rarely leave the Teapot realm at all.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon gets it now. Huh. Well, since you so rarely leave, what's the occasion today?
I'm guessing you didn't come for a drink.
As curious as I am to know how the drinks here differ from those in Liyue. No, in fact, I was sent here for a reason.
What reason?
And what is the reason?
And as it happens, it has something to do with the traveler, too.
Me? How so?
Well, as I'm sure you've discovered, with the rising popularity of Genius Invocation TCG, inviting a friend to a duel in the tavern has become a fun way to pass the time. There's just one little problem. Many invitees currently have to travel an enormous distance to get here, turning the whole thing into quite an ordeal. I have therefore been sent here to create a little game room using the same Adeptus art as is used to construct Teapot realms. That way, anyone with an invitation will need only to think the thought, and they will instantly appear in the game room. You will be free to use the room whenever you wish to invite a friend to duel, and it will be far more straightforward for them to take you up on the offer.
Okay, yeah. That makes it more convenient.
Much easier. But what if Margaret finds out? She's not gonna get mad at you for renovating her tavern with your Adeptus arts, is she?
That shouldn't be a problem, since the realm will not be physically located within the cat's tail. Besides, we obviously sought the owner's permission in advance.
Yeah, that part about the permission's what I thought. Oh my god, the old style view.
Would you double the size of the tavern while you're at it? Unfortunately, my mastery of Adeptus arts is not sufficient to achieve this.
Huh. Yeah, that does sound like something Margaret would say.
Anyway, it's great that you're here. I was expecting to have to wait until your next visit to the Teapot realm to fill you in.
Oh.
Right then.
You
Let's get started.
me as I was leaving the place.
Okay.
I like the other invitation board more.
Now you can invite friends to duel with you in this room wherever in the world they are. I hope it serves you well. Oh, and I almost forgot. A guy from the tavern wanted me to say this to you.
Meow.
Hope you will have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
Okay. Now we're free! Oh, look. Marjorie wants to play. Anyway. I guess we can go back to doing the main quest now? Oh my god. Look at all those notifications now. Oh no. What have I done? Now I'm full of notifications. I don't need to walk now.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the mad scholars as village keepers?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But
I feel like it's
after
purple,
spending some
you know?
time here,
Either that
they
or black.
invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that.
Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright,
As if they grow
almost as if they
roots,
had
huh?
grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
Village keepers.
Soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? What do you make of it, Traveler?
I mean, I was just thinking it was Dendro in general. Didn't really think it was Nahida specifically. But yeah, let's not say her name too much out loud, you know. Only she could be capable of that.
Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do.
What? No.
So, what do you
Of
make
course
of the
not.
story?
The mad scholar's power likely comes from Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Really? Lesser Lord
Ooh,
Kusanagi.
his eye opened up when I said that.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru? The academia has always
I mean,
placed
I don't know
far
about
greater
now,
importance
but
on the
she
late
was.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
Maybe
No
that's
way!
what they
Nahida
want you to think.
definitely exists! She's a... how should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise, even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
He also saved me not long ago. I wouldn't say
I've
saved
spent many
Sumeru
years
City just
interrogating
yet.
criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth!
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation.
You betcha.
But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by
Knocking on
knocking on
doors.
some doors.
Really, Paimon? I mean, I
Excuse
have
me,
no
are
idea,
you here
so.
to help me find my grandpa?
Huh?
Your grandpa?
Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak.
Isak.
You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief.
No puedo.
Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my Grandpa.
Not so sure
I
about
swear I'll
taking
help.
you
I'll
with
be a
us.
nuisance.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Ethan wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
All right.
It's
But
more
first,
like my
let's
mind
confirm
was
the facts with Candace.
drifting, think of the other stuff, waiting for them to say something. Didn't realize that they were waiting for me. Okay. Well, let's go talk to Candace.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
You know about his grandpa?
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden.
Ah,
I
she
still
noticed the
noticed him
eavesdropping.
eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away.
Of course.
Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive.
So...
Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often
So
spied on
that's
the man.
what...
However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid.
Okay.
He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him.
Oh.
However, even so,
What a twist.
Grandpa retained his calm expression.
Okay, so he retained calm.
Those who
He
saw
just
the scholar claimed
forgot.
he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world.
Yeah.
Almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so,
we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Lucid Grandpa was probably... Oh. And I did not have enough time to read the tots. The tots went by way too fast. From the look of Sino's face, he probably connected dot as well. I only read the Lucid Grandpa was probably Nahida. And that's where I read. Anything after that, I had no
Maybe
idea.
the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
Okay.
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you guys!
This...
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa. Really? Wow, thank you so much.
Your grandpa will be found safe and sound. I'm not sure we should be making such promises, you know?
Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
Oh. And we completed Act 3. We were that close. Well then. We could have completed Act 3 a while ago.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers?
A weird moment to finish Act 3.
Think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
This way.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about
He's scaring her and like, nope, don't change the subject. I'm asking a question
It's been
here.
a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Ah, yes,
Do you also
sorry
think
for the
Grandpa
tremors.
and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone
Okay, have a
teach
good
them
night,
how to do
Cthulhu.
that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, who's next?
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh?
Everyone knows Isak.
It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. That might explain why she's always mad at me.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because
Thank you for taking
sometimes
care
you
of
have a choice, you know, how much
It was
more you
nothing.
make.
Hey, you're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
it. Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young, so as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy. Okay, thank you, sir.
Huh?
What's wrong? Did something happen?
Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
And there we go. King Deshret. And we're gonna go this way.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, proof.
The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and King Deshret. Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King Deshret's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Ooh.
Huh?
I know, catching them red-handed.
Who are you? Where did you
Sorta.
come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that King Deshret will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear!
Hey, go on, keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for King Deshret's speedy return. Delavar also said that once King Deshret returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under King Deshret and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Huh. So,
seems like he
like a
still wants to know
revolt?
more. Keep talking.
Got it! At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please, don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like King Deshret, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
The academic's probably the true target of their hatred. Yeah, would make sense.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So
That's
you'd best
right.
just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying.
Good thing I'm not one of your enemies. Even though he wanted to. Also, hello, Safe Scissors.
He's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
All the more reason for you not to get on his bedside. I know, right?
I heard that.
Yeah, he probably has good hearing. Yep, sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places.
If we need to check some more place, maybe check the scholars. Oops.
Very well.
I don't know where that is.
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Follow the leader.
Grandpa, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my
I guess I got you ahead of him. Come on, he said.
Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
What's that smell? Lionel, did you catch a faint whiff of incense?
No.
Oh.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before.
It's definitely that one.
But
The one that
Are you getting
Ether's
dizzy
sensitive
or need to
to.
lie down?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari?
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of
Okay, so
incense.
he can't feel
Wait, surely Tainari
scent
didn't
as
lecture
well.
you too.
No, no need.
Can't handle the scent very well.
Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house?
No, it was in the forest where the scholar was meditating. And then I had this whole
Forest.
vision of the
From a scholar.
tree thing that I forgot the name of. Let's keep looking for more clues. Oh. Footprints. Footprints are rather clear.
Oh, where did Grandpa go? Please come home, Grandpa.
Oh.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is.
What did you get?
Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Yeah, me neither.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand.
Oh, the
There
the
are
footprints
here.
I found before.
From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in that direction.
You mean someone else has been here? I mean, I
But
feel
who
like
would
that's
come
kind of
looking
obvious.
for Grandpa. He doesn't have any friends.
We'd
What
have
about
to
enemies?
ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Lured him away. That's what happened.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent?
You get lured away by food all the time. Yeah, Paimon, come on.
What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly.
Most scholars are fond of incense.
Thank you, Sino.
Since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa.
So someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
Is it to resurrect King Deshret?
Are the rumors really true?
That's the only need we have so far.
Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Okay. Guess we're going back to village for today.
Right.
Oh,
The
there's the
darker
two of them
fabric
again.
Definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice too.
No idea where Alhaiten went though.
We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with
Yeah,
you?
that's what I'm saying. Like, where did he go?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone
He
off
was
on
near
his
the
own.
entrance.
Did you find out anything useful?
Yeah, getting them caught up.
I see.
So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it.
Oh. Well, looks like they're
As far as I
hearing it.
know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah.
Delavar.
Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts.
Well then, what titles? I feel like I heard this name somewhere.
These guys have one thing in
Have
common.
you?
And that's
'Cause I
being
forgot.
broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Dehya, you're amazing! You really know this place inside and out!
Dehya. Huh, Dehia's winking at me. Maybe I should stay quiet?
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Alright, sounds like a plan!
And the person left. But I feel like Dehya was watching them. Just like she caught Isak eavesdropping. Oh, actually that was Kenneth. Never mind then. Wait, where do we need to go? Oh. I can just teleport back then.
Well, here we are again!
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the Wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Samael is run by wise and mighty
that's
sages.
probably true.
To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
And she's gonna try. And welcome back, Woke. I understand how she feels.
Hey, Dehya. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Yeah. To the tavern. Like we're playing D&D or something.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see anyone you know?
Dehya, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dehya's,
Zaki.
How would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dehya, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Engur, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days, so you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yeah.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Okay. It's close by, right? Not a waypoint. Yeah. Okay. Let's go over here. Ooh, the music.
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on, a wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Oh. Okay.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Yeah.
Come on, Dehya. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there.
And
Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. I knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake!
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't ya?
Doesn't mean
Who do you
we aren't
think
strong
you
without
are?
him.
You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dehya, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the Academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what
Oh.
you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced
And
me
Luke
that
is
you're one
showing
of
up.
us.
Delavar. And Engar, you're here too, huh?
The whole party.
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of King Deshret
He has the voice of a
despise
drunk.
most.
Dehya, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic.
Of course,
You're all like a pack
he
of
thinks
street
that.
rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Following orders.
My guiding stars.
Cascade.
Now let's clean up.
Can't see?
Simple.
Impossible! How could you?
One rotation.
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting.
He really
so-called
thought
flame
Dehya
maid
was
is just a
not
fraud. She
fighting
admitted it
capable, huh?
herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
Ugh. You lied in the village. because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it.
Hey.
I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all
She
thought
tricked
you were
you.
so smart. Pathetic.
Oh, okay, she kicked him.
Okay,
I wish I could
that
have
should
seen
be
that.
all of them.
Sure.
So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those people eavesdropping on them. But apparently that's very common in our village.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
So those names we mentioned.
You mean the funny names she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher.
Right,
the
those
scarlet
guys.
Bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how King Deshret is a superior deity.
And that's why she was talking about that.
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down.
But we just happened to get all three of them. So who's the duck-tailed, bearded crook?
That's what you wanted to ask when we were at
Bearded
Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Uh-huh.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Look at that. He is so smart.
Genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for you.
Right? It comes with
You're too
experience.
kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
Hmm? About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
I mean, have you forgot about Dunyazard? Yeah, I don't think you're that kind of person.
What makes
There's
you so
more to
sure?
it. Because even without an employer, you're still helping us out. Jew.
Dehya,
Ah.
do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
That is good.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
Okay. Now, is by village, does it mean the one at the entrance or our village?
This should be all
Okay, I
of them.
think it's our
I'll let
village.
you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Good.
As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Okay. So yeah, I'm actually starting to get sleepy right now, and I feel like this is a good stopping point, so we're gonna finish a little early. Like, we still had like 17 minutes left, but I feel like I'm gonna finish things now and get things set up so that I can get sleep for work tomorrow. So yeah, that is all for today, and have a good night.